Stop and watch this video about Genesis 18. Abraham was sitting near the entrance of his tent in the heat of the day when he looked up and saw 3 men standing nearby. But these were no ordinary visitors. This was a divine encounter. The Lord himself had appeared to Abraham in human form, along with 2 angels. Abraham hurried to welcome them. He bowed low and offered hospitality, water for their feet, bread, and a meal prepared quickly by Sarah and the servants. Abraham stood nearby while his guests ate, honoring them with respect and devotion. Then came the promise. One of the men said, "I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah your wife will have a son." From inside the tent, Sarah overheard the words. At 90 years old, the thought was laughable. She chuckled to herself, saying, "After I am worn out and my Lord is old, will I now have this pleasure?" But the Lord responded with a question that echoes through history. Why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord? "I will return to you at the appointed time next year, and Sarah will have a son." Sarah, afraid, tried to deny it, but God knew her heart, and despite her doubt, his promise would still stand. After the meal, the men set out toward Sodom. The Lord told Abraham of his plan to investigate the city, for the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah's wickedness was great. Judgment was near, but Abraham, with bold faith, stepped forward. He pleaded with God, asking if he would spare the city for the sake of the righteous within it. "What if there are 50 righteous people? Will you really sweep it away?" God answered, "If I find 50 righteous people in Sodom, I will spare the whole place for their sake." Abraham pressed further, 45, 40, 30, 20, and finally 10. Each time God patiently responded, "For the sake of 10, I will not destroy it." Here we see both the seriousness of God's justice and the depth of his mercy. Abraham's intercession reveals the heart of a man who cared deeply for others, and it points us forward to the ultimate intercessor, Jesus Christ, who pleads on our behalf before the Father. Genesis 18 teaches us 2 powerful truths. First, nothing is too hard for the Lord. His promises stand even when our faith feels weak. And second, God invites us to intercede, to pray boldly for others, trusting in his mercy and justice. So what about you? Do you believe that nothing is too hard for the Lord? Are you praying boldly for the people around you, for your family, your friends, even for your city? Abraham's story reminds us that God listens to the cries of his people. If this story encouraged you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more Jesus Everyday content as we continue our journey through the book of Genesis.